Action. Welcome to my podcast, guys.
Don't look at me.
Welcome to my podcast, guys. So,
What's your podcast?
calm down now. The thing
Let
just
me invite you. One come collect
yeah,
the
sorry. Keep
go.
Yeah.
So, welcome to my podcast, guys. So, me right here is a guest, Sent.
Yeah.
We call him Sent. And we're going to be talking about, on the topic, on Frontier Dial, which is Web3 complicated or is Web3 uncomplicated? So, me personally, I feel Web3 is uncomplicated and I thought it was a no-brainer until when they released the topic and I saw different people siding with the complicated aspects that Web3 is complicated.
Yeah.
I had to call my friend and say, Alpha, see what I'm saying, is Web3 complicated? And he said yes. I said, no, you have to come, let's do this podcast. So he explained to me how it is complicated.
Have you finished? How would you say that Web3 is not complicated? How many years have you been in this space? Right, even the basic things, something as simple as creating wallets, setting up a wallet. Are you telling me that now you will go to the village, tell your grandmother to transfer on top of that and she will not slap you because of how complicated the thing is?
Because she does not know it, doesn't mean it's not complicated.
God forbid. Again, God forbid.
Doesn't mean it's complicated.
Okay. Okay.
Can't you create a wallet?
I can. Right, but now I have had experiences of where you are trying to create a wallet and then you just lose just one of those 12 keywords and your entire life savings, everything is wiped off.
Because you're not careful now.
Sometimes you know that human beings is not about being careful. I'm talking about having that stability. Because if you say that now, it means that you are only excluding it for people that are tech savvy.
It's not about being tech savvy.
Okay,
just about knowing it. I had this friend, Michael. He was on a body. Now, there was something that Michael used to always tell me. Whenever I come to him, Alpha, guy, please explain this thing. I don't know how to set up this way. I don't know how to collect this wallet address and everything. Michael will tell me, no, do it yourself. I'm like, but I don't understand. Put me. He said, no, I will not spoon feed. Michael will spoon feed. I said, we'll never spoon feed in this life. Now, his argument was that if he shows me that, whenever I need another challenge, I will still come to you. But if I do it myself, I feel that, okay, I could actually figure this out myself, I'll be more prone to facing more challenges. And I see that, oh, this is not as complex as it seems. I think that's going with most people.
And that still takes us back to the point that you cannot enter into the space without understanding. Look, I'm all in for the tech, right? But the problem with Web3 is that there are a lot of industry jargons, right? From Web3, in fact, when you ask somebody what is Web3, they will think that they're defining Web3. They don't even know the difference between blockchain, crypto, and then there's now DAO, then there's now GM, VM, PM. The list does not end.
That's when niching down comes into play.
Okay.
Like, see, you know why I feel most people have troubles with Web3 is because you come in and you want to do everything. Like, no, you come into DeFi, you say you want to do DeFi, you want to trade, you want to do NFTs. No, it
but even in that niche, there are still issues. There are still issues.
If you niche down, it becomes less complicated. I can say Web3 is diverse, but not complicated. It's only complicated for those who want to dwell in the diversity.
No, that's where you're getting it wrong.
In fact, that is even one aspect that Frontier DAO, the project doing this, is even trying to solve. Like, they are open to all creatives, whether you do memes, art, content writing, everything. Come in and show your skill.
Okay, let's niche down. What you're saying now, for instance, now, even in the basic sense as niching down, you want to niche down into NFT. Are you telling me that you don't need to go and watch one hour tutorial first to even understand what Web3 is before you now watch another 30 days video that one fake guru is selling you on how to sign up your first NFT? You don't lose money for that one. You still never even know what NFT be first.
Everything in this life needs guidance. In any other thing, whether it's Web2 jobs, whether it's anything, you need guidance. So all the things you're talking about is guidance. With the right guidance, you don't even need to spend all those 100 hours.
You say as I dey boil because I really want to counter this thing you they say. Do you understand?
No, see.
Yes, fine and good, everything that you need guidance. But you have to understand this space has been over a decade old. And the guidance that you need is still the same as when it was 1 year old. I beg you to tell me that advancement in like opening I'm setting up your internet or setting up a Facebook page hasn't grown drastically with user adoption compared to a decade of what we have now in Web3.
No, I think it's easier now because we have more people in Web3 than you can say 4 years ago. But 2 years ago.
Okay. Why? Because of drugs.
See, it doesn't matter. Dogs, Notcoin, TapSwap, they are all Web3 projects that still bring more people. Everything's about mass adoption. And the more this project comes, the more people come into this space. And yes, they come and say, I'm like, this is a lot. They came through tap, and they came and saw airdrop. And from airdrop, they said, they can even do NFT trading, they can do this, they can do that. But the problem now is when they decide to want to do everything. You have to do one thing.
Oh, look at some projects now. They have different networks. You have Stellar, you have BSC, you have Tron, you have Ton. Even the ones that have crashed, Luna been get network. Make I never remember what go make me vex. But now you have different forms of network. And now the problem with this different network now is that in transacting from one place to another place, you are losing money. Let's even talk about dogs again. Guy, I brought it up before. I lost $7 just moving money from one exchange to another exchange to another exchange. I never used to collect my dogs.
Without gas fees.
Yes.
No, you know that there are ways in, like, as Web3 is evolving, there are ways in all these things are being captured. There's Diction.
Okay.
Like Diction offers you 0 gas fees. Like, you don't even need to put up all this. I'm telling you, I'm not. No, all that are taken care of.
So now let's talk about user experience. Like, you know, Web3 has one of the shittiest user experience. You know that you cannot just use products now easily. There's always issues with network going down, with having difficulties. Even the games self. I've never seen a good Web3 game, if not for the money.
That is you. That's what you say you have never seen. I have one self. Let's say one. I'll send it to you.
No wahala. We'll continue after I see that one. We'll continue after I see that one.
I'll send it to you.
Right, but the main
good Web3 game.
But the main issue is that, let us stick to the topic. Web3 is complex. It seems that people don't need to go through the rabbit hole of Web3 tutorials just to understand how to use the ecosystem. Right? Something that is not complicated should be intuitive. I'm sure that the first time that you used a Web2 product, it wasn't this difficult.
How are you sure my first Web3 product was difficult?
Web2 products.
How are you sure my first Web3 product was difficult?
How is it not difficult? You
It's not even
tell you.
It was not difficult. Oh, yeah, it was not difficult.
That is the argument.
I feel like you guys, I feel like everybody just expect everything to be on a plate of roses or something.
Okay.
Like, that's why I always refer to Michael. Michael will say, "I must feed you," and I will say it again because if you're supposed to be spoon-fed, it doesn't work that way. Take a niche, take one and focus on it. Like, just take a niche and focus on it, and just flow with it.
So what about the security issues now? One wrong click now and you have lost everything. Right, and then now there are now multiple seed phrases to remember, multiple passwords to save. Right, so now what are you going to talk about that one?
Even on the issue of multiple passwords and multiple, see, there's even another thing, one ID. They have this thing where they give you one identity, so it makes it seamless for you and easier. Like when you can use just one identity for whether it's one blockchain, one project, everything.
Are you not hearing the security issues with that problem?
No, they actually do have a security authentication that protects you.
Okay.
That.
At the end of the day, I will still say that Web3 is complicated.
No, it's not complicated.
Because you still need somebody to put it through. You still need to go to the process of becoming tech savvy. The only point in time overnight. The only point in time.
With very professional overnight.
Can I talk? Yeah. The only point in time I would say that Web3 is not complicated is when you can go to the market woman and then she can perform a transaction. So I agree with your point of technological advancement, because I can remember when I entered into the space, right? Calm down, make her talk finish. I can remember that when I entered into the space, right? You need multiple wallets on different networks. But now, thanks to products like Backpack, now you can have all those different wallets now, all in one product, right? But that does not still, beat the fact that Web3 is complicated, because we still have to deal with it today.
No, I don't.
Complication is one of the main issues affecting mass adoption.
I still say Web3 is diverse, but not complicated.
And in that diversity, that is where the complication comes.
We're not going to end this thing today. I don't see if I can agree with this boy. You guys will not agree, and me, I have my own complicated. So please, I think we'll leave it to you guys. What do you guys think? So, from this viewpoint of ours,
it's complicated.
Me, I'm sure it was complicated.
It is complicated.
No, it's not complicated. It's diverse. It is diverse. Nothing you can see. Niche down.
Agree to disagree.
Niche down, guys.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree, but it's not complicated. Niche down. And